Alright, welcome to another CTR nitro-fueled video. Today we have the final shortcut guide episode where we take a look at the final 3 tracks on the game. When the next Grand Prix happens, I will create another shortcut episode because we still have to cover Twilight Tour, Prehistoric Playground, Spyro Circuit, and then the new track that will be coming out with the next Grand Prix. We will be covering that in another shortcut episode, but for now this is the final one where we take a look at the remaining tracks from the original game, or the CNK game, I mean that. We are taking a look at Out of Time, Assembly Lane, and Hyper Spaceway, so without further ado, we'll just jump right into it. Alright, the first track on the menu here is Out of Time. Personally, one of my favorites on this game. Whenever I see this in the voting menu section, I always vote Out of Time. It is one of my favorites on the game just because, I don't know, it plays so smoothly and the shortcuts are so satisfying to get. I think they did a really good job remaking this track from CNK because they removed all the anti-gravity sections of the map, but I think they made it even better, so the track is absolutely top-notch. There are 3 shortcuts on this track though. The first one is right at the start. When you boost off at the start of a race, always break the crate, because there are 2 kind of wooden planks that get raised with some sort of mechanism, and that is breaking the crate. You always want the right plank to be up, and by breaking the crate you actually do that. So if you then take the right plank, you will get boosted up in the air, get a speed boost as well, and then you can cut the first corner just perfectly without even losing too much speed. The second shortcut comes right after the first one, and you can jump the fence. Now this is a little bit of a tricky one. At the start I always messed it up. Right now I never mess it up anymore. You basically just drive straight at the fence, and then you have this little bump. At the top of the bump you just press R1 and you will jump right over the fence. If you don't want to lose too much speed, you combine the hopping with the handbrake turning. So basically you hop and then you hold square and R1 and you turn to the right, and usually you don't really lose too much speed. You can even keep the blue flame if you do that. So get practicing on that shortcut because that is a very important one. And then the final shortcut on this track is where you can actually skip a good chunk of the track. It's right after the big clock part. You basically boost a couple of times, then boost right before the jump, and you position yourself at the most left side of the jump. Then you press R1, and when you have Sacred Fire, you can just jump right over the over the kind of gap, and that will save you like 5 seconds or something. That is the biggest shortcut on this track. If you don't know how to take this shortcut, just practice. Once you get the hang of this, you will win a lot of races on Out of Time. Then we move to Assembly Lane, also a very good track in my opinion. There's 2 shortcuts on Assembly Lane. The first one is the more like trickier one, I guess you can say. That is where you can skip a very annoying turn. I never take that turn. So what I do, I basically put the boost in the perfect 3 times in a row, so I build up a little bit of speed. I position myself to the most left side of the track, and then there's once again a little bump. At the most end of the bump you press R1 and you should just jump right over the kind of barricade there. I'm not really too sure how to call that, but you will just jump right over it. Don't go too far to the right because the bump is a little bit too far from the shortcut, so whenever you press R1 you don't really jump far enough, so you will bump your head at the wall. So yeah, just don't do that. Try to position yourself to the most left side of the shortcut right there. And then the second shortcut is right at the end. You basically always take the right boost pad, and then there's this little section that's a little bit off the map. Always take that part. It's so beneficial. It's so good. to take that one. It will save you maybe half a second or something. It's not as important as the first one, but always do take that shortcut. It's very easy to get if you just take the right boost pad and build up a little bit of speed. And then to end off today's video, we have Hyper Spaceway. Now this is a very hard track to master at the start. I've seen a lot of people having this track mastered already, and they can keep the blue flame for like a full lap. I still can't really do that, but what I can give you guys is how to keep the blue flame till after the shortcut, which will already put you up in first or second at the start of the race. Basically what you do is before the big jump, you try to boost 3 times. So you jump off of the jump at the start of the race, then you boost once to the left, try to keep it in the perfect, that is very important, and then you boost twice to the right, going onto the jump pad and making the big leap of faith. And then when you land on the ground, you try to boost it in the perfect one more time, and then you can just keep the blue flame till after the shortcut. If you really want to keep the blue flame even further than that, right before the big jump of the shortcut, you can try to boost a little bit, try to get into the perfect, and then you will keep the blue flame till after the portal even. And if you can master the handbrake turning, you can keep the blue flame for a full lap. But I haven't really managed to do that even once, and I consider myself an above average player. So this is definitely for the more advanced players. I feel like it's very hard to master, but that is basically the only shortcut. Right after the portal, go left instead of straight, and then try to boost a little bit. If you don't have Sacred Fire, don't take the shortcut. Always take the shortcut when you have Sacred Fire. So try to build up some speed, and then you should be able to take the shortcut every single time. If not, please just take the long way around, because it will set you back if you fail the shortcut and the race is just over for you. So those are my tips and advice. Hopefully they were at least a little bit useful. If I missed anything, let me know down below in the comments section. But yeah, that's it for this series, I guess. We covered every single track, all the shortcuts. As I said, when the next Grand Prix launches, I will do one more episode with all the new bonus tracks. I'm not gonna cover Retro Stadium because, yeah, it's just based on another track already. Turbo Track, I think it is, and it's basically just the same, so I don't really have to cover that track anymore. Anyway, I'm gonna end the episode right here though. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. If you did, please leave a like if you want to see more. Then subscribe, and I will see you guys in my next video.